And so we go out, and he's like, I've got this great road for us to drive on. And it's right down the street, right around the corner. It's awesome. You can go as fast as you want. He said, I'd been 180 miles an hour in a ZR1 there. I'm like, wow, that's pretty formidable. I certainly fancy my Gallardo can go a lot faster than your Corvette, so that sounds like a game I'll play. So we kind of drive, and we go around a few corners, and there's no empty big roads there. We kind of drive some more, and still no big. So eventually, it's been about 15 minutes, and I'm like, dude, are we getting close? And he says, oh yeah, it's right up here. And in this fact, actually, he was telling the truth. And so we drive, and I said, how long has it been since you've been to this road? You know, going really fast on roads kind of requires good conditions and low traffic. And he said, well, it's been about 10 years. And I stopped. I said, 10 years? You know, the Corvette ZR1 had come back in 2009, but he was I said, you're talking about a 91 ZR1? He said, yeah, but it was like Callaway modified as a buddy of mine's. Really, really cool car. I said, well, a lot of things change on roads in 10 years. I mean, are we going to be able to drive fast on this road? He says, absolutely, you go as fast as you want. And so we go around this next bend, and we see it. And lo and behold, this perfect road to go really fast on is a bridge. And in that part of Augusta, Georgia, bridges in the area generally go into South Carolina. So I told my passenger, I said, you know, I have a sneaking suspicion that whatever jurisdiction you enjoy when you wear your work clothes ends about halfway across that bridge. And he said, oh yeah, it does, but I know all the great places to hide. I said, well, that is not a contingency I planned, having you as my co-pilot today. He said, it'll be fine. So there were a couple cars on the bridge, and they were sort of clearing off, so I just stopped on the side of the road and waited. And I'm like, well, let's just go see how bad the crosswinds are. I said, bridges aren't the greatest of places to speed, but I don't mind sort of, testing out what it can do. So we blast off and do probably 170 miles an hour on the way out. And he is grinning like a schoolgirl, and has his, iPhone out filming. I'm sure it's out on YouTube somewhere. But we turn around and kind of stage and wait on another car to clear, and I'm like, all right, let's see what this thing will do. So coming back, I don't know exactly how fast we got, but it was definitely on the happy side of 190 miles an hour, and it could not have made him any happier at all. So he was grinning ear to ear, and he asked me if I'd just drop him off on his house on the way back. And I don't know how he had gotten to wherever we'd left from, but he certainly wasn't worried about it at that juncture. But we pull up, and I guess he had texted his wife, and she comes out filming it, and she's like, he talks about these cars every day. Cannonball Run's his favorite movie. And I said, absolutely. Happy to be of service.